So today I'm going to do some food items that I buy from Lidl, bearing in mind that Lidl is one of the cheapest places to buy food stuff. These vine tomatoes are usually very hard, so I don't buy them because of how they turn out in the stew. They don't come out really red, so I buy something else. I buy these ones which come out a little bit softer, but I've actually started to buy the can ones. These can ones actually come in very, very juicy and red. Snack peppers, which are very juicy and sugary. They taste like carrots. Mushrooms, I don't eat them all the time, but I usually like to have them at home just in case I want to try new recipes or I see something somewhere that I really like to try at home. Yeah, so but it's not the best for my kids. They don't really like it, so I just have very small portions at home per time. Lamb is a very, very nice piece of meat. I love it. I love how juicy it is. I love the smell. I love the taste. It's almost like cow meat, or like beef rather. However, it has its own distinct taste. I buy them. There's this one I always buy. That one you just pop it in the microwave and then you put the sauces on it. But this one is also not bad. I just put it in my freezer, and from time to time I can just bring it out and make something quick. For pork, I don't eat pork, but I just thought to put it there because people like to eat pork. I don't like it, so that's why. But I just put it there because I know it's something you'll see in every shop in the UK. Every single shop in the UK, they eat pork like you name it. So I just put it there for you to see. Quick lunches that I always have in my freezer. Lamb hot pots. I always have cottage pie. I always have shepherd's pie. I always have fish pie. I always have this seafood pie made of rice and seafood, shrimps, mussels, all those kind of things. I always have frozen pizza in my freezer, and that's it. So here are some of the things I usually have. I usually have quarter pounders for burgers. I usually have fish fillets. I usually have chicken nuggets. I usually also have fish fingers. These are lovely snacks or side meals for people who've got children, or even if you don't really have time to cook. And they're always good with fries, sweet potato fries. Skin on fries are crunchy and lovely. If you really want to quickly make breakfast in the morning, like sandwiches and stuff like that, these ones will come in very, very handy, like fillings and stuff like that. And then we've got Weetabix, which costs me about £3.38 compared to Lidl's brand, which is what I buy for my children. They don't know the difference, so please cut me some slack. Same with Kellogg's. Lidl's brand is 50p. Oh, it's not even 55p. Okay, so we see. And then we have potato waffles, which come in handy and they are lovely. Very quick breakfast as well. Then I always have evaporated milk, even though I buy the whole milk, but I always have evaporated milk because sometimes you can wake up in the morning and your whole milk has already gone past the 7-day window, and then you don't know what to quickly whip up for breakfast for your kids. So that's why I always have the evaporated milk. I have chicken frankfurters at home, and they are very good for when we eat fries and nuggets and stuff like that. My kids don't really like it, so I end up being the one to eat it. In my days of eating noodles, this was always my garnishment. Almighty Worcester sauce. Worcestershire sauce. I usually have it at home because when I want to try new recipes, but it doesn't really go with Nigerian foods in my own opinion. It's usually very tangy, so it's not the best for an African taste buds. I usually have these seasoning cubes at home as well because my Nigerian nut chicken can finish at any time, and I always use this one too for when I want to make homemade cottage pie because you have to like melt it, and that's kind of like the base for the homemade cottage pie. So I usually for the sauce of the cottage pie, for the gravy, that's the word, for the gravy. So I usually have that one as well at home from time to time. Who eats chicken without having peri peri as for flavor? I don't know who eats chicken like that, because it cannot be me. And I also usually put it on my fries to give me lovely peri fries. So please, if you don't buy peri sauce or peri rubs, please go back and start buying it. So I don't make pasta sauce from scratch. I can't do that. I don't have time. So, but this one in particular is really nice, and I add Nigerian flavor to it. So when I put it on fire, I add some seasoning cubes to it, some salt, some some pepper, some spices and other stuff like that. So then before I add my already cooked pasta to it, so it saves me a lot of time and energy, especially when you've got kids that are screaming on top of your head and you don't know what to do in that instant. I always have this rice at home because it comes in a very handy and it's just 2 minutes for it to be done. For the white rice, I always have this one at home as well. Most times two sachets per time, because sometimes you're just too tired to start to cook rice from scratch. And then all you need to do is just pop it in the microwave and bring out your stew. And then you're ready to go. Sometimes I've made jollof rice with it before. I've made the stew to be ready. And then I just popped it in. And in 2 minutes to 5 minutes, I stirred it and I brought out my food. So it comes in very handy for me. We've got the snacks. These are my favorites. Then these ones are more cheap but also very good. Then these biscuits are my son's favorite. They always eat it from time to time. And then this gummy bears or whatever it is has me on a chokehold. I spend £1.25 every other day to buy it, because when I buy one pack, I'll be like, no, I'm going to eat this pack for 3 weeks or 3 days or 5 days. Guys, when I buy it, I finish it on that very same day. My son and I will muzzle it up within minutes. And then we've got this ones just for side notes. You can see how cheap it is compared to Nutella. Can you see Nutella beside it? Oh, there's one more snack behind. This one is just for 7p and my kids love it. It's just 5 in there, but love it. I have beef with Lidl and this juice. This used to be my son's favorite juice when he was younger. And then both of them now like it. However, Lidl changed the straw to paper straw, and paper straw is hated by every single person. So what I'm going to do now is to get myself straws at home. I saw 250 plastic straws. I saw 250 for £3, and I will buy that so that my children can enjoy this juice. But if you've watched up to this part, thank you for joining. This is the end of the video. Leave your thoughts and ideas in the comments.